Hello, I'm Megan Boone, Director of the Career Center. Our team is here to help you throughout your college to career journey, and that begins with the career exploration process. Career planning involves figuring out what you want to do and how you're going to get there. The career planning process has 3 steps, which can be summarized by who, what, and how. Step 1 is about assessing who you are and what you want in a career. Step 2 involves figuring out what career options exist and researching areas of interest. Step 3 involves determining how you'll actually achieve the career goals you've established. The MSU Career Center can guide you through the entire career planning process, but here in First Year Seminar, we'll focus on Step 1, who you are and what you want in a career. This is what Majoring You is about. As you grew up, and even now as a young adult, you may have heard different messages about how you should choose a career, from family, teachers, mentors, or the media. Perhaps you've been encouraged to follow in footsteps as family members. Some folks may have told you to look for jobs that are practical, in demand, or promise a high salary. Others may have told you to figure out what you love and then do it for a living. How do you best decide? The debate between these two ideas, pursuing your passion or going after something practical, has been going on for a long time. From our perspective, as career counselors, there are things to keep in mind when choosing a career from either approach. For example, if you decide to pursue a passion without concern for job market demands, you might find that for the work you want to do, you'll have to relocate. The question then becomes a matter of what you value most, a particular profession or geographic location. If you decide to choose a career just based only on job market demand, you might find yourself unhappy, tied to a job you don't enjoy, or worse, hate. Beyond that, you might also find that your natural skills and abilities don't align with the career you've chosen. If that's the case, going to work could become a daily struggle. Remember this: from the time you graduate until the time you retire, it's likely that you'll spend more time on the clock than with your family or friends. It's important then to find work that's a good fit for you for a variety of reasons. With all this said, we as career counselors will tell you this: the best approach to choosing a career is to balance both things, passion and practicality. Simply put, self-awareness plus knowledge of the job market equals a good career choice. Know yourself, know the market, and then you can know your options. So what do you need to know about yourself? The best way to figure out who you are and what you want in a career is to begin by looking at the strengths and characteristics that make you you, your personality type, your professional interest, your work values, and your skills. You've probably taken fun online personality quizzes on Facebook or BuzzFeed, what Harry Potter house you belong to, for example. But what about a science-backed assessment that gets to the heart of what makes you tick personality-wise? Knowing your unique personality type matters because it helps you better understand, appreciate, and leverage your individual differences, strengths, and talents. Now, if you have a sibling, chances are they have a different personality than you. Why is that? Why are we wired the way we are? And what can our personality tell us about ourselves? Spoiler alert, it's all about brain-based preferences. Consider this: we all have our own preferences. We prefer one brand of breakfast cereal over another, or we prefer one type of music over another. But did you know that your actual personality is tied to your innate preferences across 4 key dimensions? When you learn what those are, you'll understand what motivates and energizes you, how you prefer to take in information, how you make the basis for your decisions, and how you like to approach life. There are 16 distinct personality types, each with its own particular strengths and areas for potential weakness. When you find out yours, you've already begun the process of learning how to maximize your strong suits while minimizing weaknesses. And that's gold when thinking about directions for your career. Just as we all have our own preferences, we also have unique interest, the activities that we enjoy doing or the areas we're most drawn to. Just as our personality type gives us valuable insight into career planning, so do our interests, both professional and leisure. If we find our job interesting and our work-life balance allows us to pursue the things we enjoy outside of work too, that's a win-win. So what do you find interesting? People? Creative expression? Data? tools and machines. For example, you might discover that you're drawn to social careers aimed at helping others where you deal with people. Others, perhaps, are drawn to investigative careers aimed at analyzing and interpreting information. The world of work can be divided into a spectrum of interest and sub-interest, and you'll have the chance to discover where yours lie. Last but not least, it's important to consider your work values and your natural skills and abilities. Work values have to do with what matters to you, professionally speaking. Do you value power and prestige? What about creativity? Do you appreciate structure and routine, or change and flexibility? Is geographic location important to you? What about earning potential? These are all examples of work values, and it's important to understand what you, and not your family or friends, take seriously. Finally, our skills and abilities. Those factors point to the areas in which we excel. It's our strengths when others say, "Wow, that was amazing, I wish I could do that too." They're talking about where you shine. Some of those skills might be in organization, or communication, or interpersonal skills. Perhaps it's physical coordination. You might be really great at researching, delegating tasks, or using tools and equipment. In the end, doesn't it make sense to find a career that makes use of the skills and abilities you naturally bring to the table? Once you've identified your personality type, career interest, work values, and skills, how do you put it all together and determine the career paths that might be best suited to you? Luckily, the Career Center helps you do that through both the tools and platforms you'll use in this class and when you come work with us one-on-one. Remember, the Career Center is here to help you establish your professional goals and maximize your future employability. Our motto is explore, experience, connect, succeed. Let's do it. I'll now turn the discussion back over to your instructor.